All right, so this is one of the more serious ones. Let's say that, and typically they'll be very frantic when they come to you. Server comes up and says, I ended up closing table 13 and I was supposed to be closing table 12. I ended up running the credit card on 13. I ended up sending it, closing it, and now I need it to be reopened. So first thing you have to do is first make sure you have all the information before you even start opening up checks. So one of the ways that you go about it first is you go under cash out reports. You choose the person who was in question. You can reproduce their checks. So as you can see, this is table number 13, was for $141. And this is the one that is in question. So yes, it is closed. So I'm going to quit. I'm going to go back in. You're going to go under manager screens. You hit overring, enter, and they're going to reopen a closed check. The check number that we were talking about was check number 4. So now we've just reopened that tab. So what the server was mentioning to you is that they had the credit card is still sitting under check number 4 because that was the one that we just ended up closing. But where it really needed to be was with check number 3. The one thing I want you to realize is that because we run that credit card is holding on check number 4. So in that scenario, what you're going to have to do is we're going to have to then transfer check number 3 to check number 4. And then once we've done that, we take the things that were on check number 4 and transfer that to something else. So what we're going to do is just that. You have to go in, go under manager screen. We're going to transfer check. So as I just mentioned, we want to take check number 3. We're going to transfer it onto check number 4. And what I would recommend you doing is having a check with you so you know exactly the amount so that you are guaranteed that you have the right amounts going for both checks. So we're going to view edit. We're going to separate checks. So if you remember the check that we had, I'll take these pieces right here, move them over. I think it's this one as well. So 141.78 was the check that we closed it out to. The real check is only supposed to be $70.38. So by doing this, what we want to do is we're going to take everything that's on C2 here, and it needs to go on to be split off. So you highlight the 2 itself. It'll highlight every single one of the items. You move it over to where it says split off. So now we have 70 is really the amount it's supposed to be. We're going to hit return, and then we're going to reprint our checks. So now we're going to go back in to still holding on check number 4, but now it has the $70 that it's supposed to be. So now we want to reopen this. So we're going to go to CC off. Now, obviously, this doesn't have a credit card attached, but if it did, what will happen is right here in a kind of gray, it'll be highlighted the amount. And the amount highlighted is actually going to say 141 and whatever the change was. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on it to highlight it. You're going to hit repeat. Once you hit repeat, at the bottom here, there's going to be another button that's going to pop up, and it's going to say authorization number. You're going to click on that, and it's going to look just like this as well. And from that, you're going to take your receipt that we had from that said $140 that we charged it. And right here under the authorization number, this is the number we're going to program in. We put that in right here, which will allow you to. You can hit enter. Then there's going to be the new number, which is going to say $70.38. You'll hit enter again, and it's going to take that $140 now, and it's going to switch it to 70. Cut. It's a long process.